Almost a year ago in December 2018, Senator Lee and I wrote a letter to the DNI and Justice Department. We don't know what caused the massive overcollection, what companies were responsible, or why it was not feasible for the NSA to identify or isolate the improperly produced data. Almost 7 months later, in July, we wrote again. Unfortunately, we've yet to get a substantive response to either of these letters. And it's not as though Senator Lee and I have not tried to learn the answer to these questions. I mean, our questions are not of a partisan nature. Despite not answering our question, the government is now requesting the permanent reauthorization of all of the authorities granted USA freedom, including the CDR program.
Ms. Morgan, why haven't you answered their letters?
Sir, my understanding.
Did you get the letters?
Sir, my understanding is that the letters were addressed to DOJ and the OG&I, so I would defer to my
Okay,
DOJ
I'm sorry,
colleague.
wrong person.
I can address that.
Who got the letters?
So they're addressed to the Director of National Intelligence, the Attorney General. So let me say first right up front, Senator Leahy, Senator Lee, other members of the committee, my apologies for not being able to respond to the letters thus far. My understanding is that they were held up originally so that the administration could develop a position on whether to seek reauthorization of these authorities. That happened in August of this year. So there was a significant portion of the delay was due to the administration developing a position on this. We have since worked on the letters
Months
Yeah.
to develop the position on seeking the authorities.
in government.
Well, this is
My apologies
this is
on that.
November, right?
Absolutely. So let me just tell you when I found about.
From August and November.
We now have a draft response to the letters. You will have it this week. I was hoping I could bring it to the hearing today, but you will have it this week without fail. And we're also all here to answer your questions today. I'm happy to address the questions that were raised in the letter or between the three of us. So again, all I can do is apologize for not having gotten them to you, but we will answer your questions
They're
this
going
week.
to get an answer to the letter
This week.
this week.
Absolutely.
Well, that's progress.
Mr. Chairman, I know it's not my turn. I just
Yeah, go
want to
ahead.
interject here. If it takes 11 months to get a response to our letter, and if it takes nearly more than 6 months to even get the policy out, that itself didn't answer the questions, which was apparently the condition precedent for your ability to issue the letter, you've still had many months pass between the issuance of the policy and today. So perhaps, Mr. Chairman, the only way to do this is for us to have monthly hearings so that we can stay in contact on this. And I say that in dead seriousness. We're not messing around here. These are the privacy rights and the constitutional rights of the American people. We represent them, and we don't appreciate a nearly 1 year delay that is not warranted. And it adds deeply to my suspicion. And I appreciate Senator Leahy's working with me on this. And Mr. Chairman, I appreciate your working, helping us get this hearing, which I hope will be a monthly exercise now on.
Yeah. Well, there's no real good reason not to answer, letters by two senators who authored legislation to change the program.